Hi guys and welcome to my review of Shokugeki no Soma chapter 263. I did get a couple of requests to do live reactions, but you got there a little late because I read it this morning and then I just did a lot of things before filming this. But you're gonna be happy I did not live react to this chapter because you're probably gonna be disappointed with the fact that I did not enjoy this chapter as much as you probably wanted me to. Now I generally have a very positive view on everything that I read and enjoy, especially for series that I really like, because I think going into things with a already negative point of view and just like always focusing on the negative is just like not the way to do it, because that ruins things. But I don't want to say issues with this chapter, but it just did not live up to the expectations that I had. And just before you question, because I have said before, I do not think Soma should be the first seed. That I don't have an issue with, because I like the way that whole thing was handled. Because it does seem like they're gonna just kind of throw these seeds like here and there, and then they're gonna do Shokugeki's. And I'm fully prepared for Soma to then lose his first seed in the next arc. So that I like. If he stays the first seed, then I'm gonna be skeptical. But I just don't think he should be able to stay there. I mean, I would much rather have Ishiki there, and I want to see Kuga, Ishiki, Nene, and all those people. I want to see them back in the Elite 10. I mean, by default, I think Ishiki, Kuga, and Megashima should come, or not Megashima because he would be graduating, but Ishiki and Kuga, they should by default come back, because, you know. My big issue with this chapter, I have two, and they're both arena related. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Let's take the first one that I'm just like, I don't understand how this is even gonna work. Her being the headmaster, I don't understand why that was even necessary. Because when they were like, oh, we're gonna need a new headmaster, my immediate thought was, oh, it could be Dojima. Because that makes perfect sense. He already works for them. He works with the resorts, faculties and stuff. Just all that's Tutsuki, but outside the school, they could just give him a promotion and then he'd be the headmaster. I mean, that would be very easy. But no, it has to go with like the Nakiri line and stuff, and I'm just like, could we just not reintroduce Irina's mother then? Is she dead? Has she disappeared? What is going on here? Because she would be an actual Nakiri because I'm married into the family. But no, it had to be Irina, who's a child, who now has to be headmaster. Because it's like, you have the headmaster in the Elite 10, they have basically equal amounts of power, but it's one adult and 10 children. You can't have... I'm not entirely sure why that was necessary. Like, could we not just have had Irina be the first seed as they originally thought? I just... that puzzles me a lot, and that just... I don't understand why that development was necessary. I would much rather have had her be the first seed and then people come challenge her. And then them not being able to actually take her down, and then finally it being Soma. Like, come on. That would have been much better. I don't know. That was just, that puzzled me a lot. But the one thing I was, I'm gonna, if you have another translation, I would love to read it. So just like, link the wherever you read the chapter. Because I would like to see other translations of this. But there was that moment where Asami is leaving, and Irina's just like, Father, I thank you for... What was the exact thing? Let me just get to the exact thing that she said, because that kind of pissed me off. That really... Where is it? Where is it? I should have found this before. But I really just... There. Father, I know you've done a lot for me. Thank you. No, don't! That I really could not with that. Because you can look at it in the way that the experiences that she had with him and the shit that he put her through shaped her into the person that she has become today. But don't thank him for it. that annoyed me a lot. That was just because even the expression on her face was like kind of the rejection kind of thing, but I don't see how you could have mistranslated "thank you." So that line just, I literally face palmed and just then, oh my god. You would not have wanted me to do a live reaction, trust me. Because I sighed a lot and I was just like, oh no. I was really excited the first like 5 pages of this. But going back to a more positive note, I just really annoyed with the arena stuff in this chapter. But yeah, going back to the Soma stuff and the Elite 10 stuff, I really did enjoy the fact that they very casually just kept talking about, well, you can have the first seed now, but I will just challenge you to Shokugeki soon, and then you won't have it anymore, like, because it just seems like it's the only fair way to do it, because there could have been others. I mean, what about other potential second years? I don't know, I think there should be like, maybe not a tournament arc, but just like an arc to properly determine who should be where and such. Because I would like to see Soma just between seeds 6 and 10. I don't know. Obviously it depends, but I would like Hayama to go back, and I would like Hayama to take a seat above Soma, because their score is still 2-1. And Hayama had issues when he lost, so yeah. And again, I would like Ishiki back, I would like Kuga back. I would like to see Kuga and Soma face off and actually have a proper battle. Proper Shokugeki. I would love the same for Soma and Ishiki. I would love for Rina to not be the headmaster, because I don't understand how that works on any level. Because she's still a student. I mean, she would have to like run the thing, do like tons of paperwork and study. Because yeah, she's smart and all that, but you can always improve, and I feel like that's really hard to do if you're the damn headmaster. Because she would have just as much power being the first seat, but probably just a little bit less responsibility, because there are still 10 people. Like, sure, the first seat has lots more responsibility than the rest of them, but we also need to remember that Tsukasa did like a lot more paperwork than he should have, because, you know, Rindo and others just gave him the paperwork. Or their paperwork, so, you know. So yeah, I have issues with this chapter. Yeah. Despite Takumi and Megumi being 2 of my favorite characters, I'm not entirely thrilled by them being in the Elite 10. I would much rather see a lot of other people. I think they both have, I think they both still have a pretty long way to go, and I think there would be much more character development, especially for Takumi if he's not in the Elite 10. For Megumi, I could see the character development being in the Elite 10 could give her, just because of the pressure of just being in that group. But for Takumi especially, and Takumi is my favorite character by far in the series, I feel weird about him being in the Elite 10. Like, I'm not just saying, like, just because I know I've been talking mostly about how I don't want Soma to be in the Elite 10, or at least be the first seed. But it's like with a lot of characters, I don't really want them to be there, because I feel like, for some people it just halts character development, the same way that, like, I still have faith for Soma if he's the first seed, just because by nature he always wants to develop, and he would always like initiate Shokugeki with people and all that stuff. But I just enjoy Soma much more as the underdog than I do as Soma being the top dog. I don't know. It just feels weird because they're still like Irina is still technically above him, but it's like that she's supposed to be the final. I mean, final goal. His father is supposed to be the final goal, but within the school, she's supposed to be the final goal. So it just feels weird to me. But I have faith that he'll drop in the rankings. So. And I just think I could easily come up with 10 other people outside of Takumi and Megumi who I would like to see in the Elite 10, despite them being my babies. So yeah, overall not too enthusiastic about this chapter, but I'm satisfied with the Soma stuff and how they handled the Elite 10 stuff, with the exception of Irina not being the first seed. I'm sorry I didn't live react to this chapter, but you wouldn't have wanted me to, and I'm sorry that I couldn't be more positive, but the developments and those two things that I mentioned just kind of took me out of it, so I'm really sorry, but I hope we get to see, I don't know what the next chapter would be, but I hope we can get out of this arc. Just, it's been a very long time. It's been a very, very long time since the arc started. I would like to get out of Hokkaido and go back to the school. Or just another location. I don't know. Yeah. I think that's what I have to say about this chapter. You're all gonna hate me for not liking this chapter, but, you know, that happens. That, unfortunately, happens. So, until next time, you guys. Bye.